coming out here after 30 years, yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. Much love, man. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. All the story time, man. Y'all been giving big love to the story time, man. So I'm trying to keep them coming. I'm going to give y'all one of my cellmate editions this time. Y'all know what I say. It's the good, the bad, the ugly, and the unbelievable. By the title of this one, I guess y'all can tell what this one is about. This was a crazy one, man. I thought about it over and over, man. And I think this dude is easily the cell partner that I like the least, man. This dude right here, this cat, I couldn't rock with him no kind of way. I gave him every opportunity, every chance, man. He just was so fake and so phony that I just couldn't, man. But anyway, I'm gonna drop this story on y'all, man. I hope y'all, appreciate it, man. Like I say, if you ain't subscribed, shame on you. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, man. Share these videos. Hopefully, they'll circulate and get around to people, man, that, it can help them and do some good for them, man. Might change a couple of courses of their life, man, in the direction or the trajectory that they're going in. So with that being said, man, yeah, man, this is one of my least favorite cell partners, man, if not the least, man. This dude right here, man, I was already going through hell, man. I was in Wallace Ridge. I was in the mountains, man, around a bunch of dirty racists, man, and I mean dirty. They was up there getting away with murder, literally getting away with murder, killing people and getting away with it scot-free, man. So it was crazy. So, the environment alone was already volatile and wild because you ain't dealing with nothing up there but gang members on the prison side, mostly gang members. On the administration side, you dealing with racism. And then they had the authority up there, man, to just abuse you, to get away with it. They were shooting guys up there and getting away with it. Man, dudes was losing eyes, getting bones broke, losing teeth, everything. It was just a treacherous place to be in. And they was sicking dogs on you, man. And, I mean, it was just absurd, man. It was an absurd place. So the objective while you up there is to try to do everything you can to get from up there, because they had a system up there too. It was like a wash and dry, man. You in there and you on Wallace Ridge. They wait for you to do one thing wrong, and they'll just give you a charge or anything. Sometimes they just give you a charge. They'll just give you a charge and then send you to Red Onion, right? And you go to Red Onion, you got to stay up there charge free for like 2 or 3 years just to come back to Wallace Ridge. Then you got to stay charge free on there for 2 or 3 years just to put in for a transfer to leave. So it's all a system built around just keeping you up there, because the truth of the matter is they didn't have the dynamics to keep this prison open. They opened these prisons with the ideology that these was the worst of the worst, and these were the only places these people could be housed, the only places they could be controlled, and they didn't have that many inmates in the system that was doing things that warranted that type of supervision, warranted that type of place for them to be. So they made the criteria. They made you fit the criteria. They just gave you charges after charges for nonsense, foolishness. When they couldn't give you nothing for foolishness, they make up a charge and give it to you. So, and then they made, like I say, the criteria is so hard to get up off. You had to be so many years charge free. How could you be when they writing up just bogus charges every day? So it was a system, man, designed, man, for you to lose. So you really, really had to dig into your bag of your deep deep, man, into your bag of just concentration on, focus on getting up off of here. That had to be your main focus, man. You have to get tunnel vision and say, man, whatever I got to do, I got to maintain till I can get up off here. Because it was just a horrible situation. Easily the worst time of my incarceration. I'm talking about 33 years, man. I hadn't seen nothing like that. To be up there around such unprofessionalism, man, racism. I mean, blatant racism. You know, they was calling you the N-word, man, straight to your face, and dared you not to like it. Dare you to frown up your face, because that ain't gonna do nothing but set you up or beat you up and give you some more charges. So you was in a lose-lose situation. So with that being said, that just painted the picture of the environment that I was in. And it was just, like I said, it was crucial. You know, I had been up there now, and they sent me up there for a cell phone. You know, ain't like they sent me up there for stabbing somebody up. They sent me up there for a cell phone. Then they sent me up there for some bogus charge too with the cell phone, because they put on my paperwork just to send me up there. The inmate got caught with 2 phones in less than a 12-month period, which was a lie, because, well, technically it was a lie, because I actually beat 1 charge. So that charge had not even been on my paperwork at all. But they put it on there anyway, just for the purpose of getting me approved to go up in the mountains, man. So it was wicked, man. The games that they was playing was wicked, man. So yeah, I'm up there, man, and I'm stuck. And I'm trying to do all I can, man, to maintain and trying to get up off of here. And, man, it's hard, too, because you got to be dipping and ducking. You got to be biting your tongue all the time. It's just, woo. Man, I can remember now, man, just even thinking about it. It was just crazy. So, anyway, man, so all I'm dealing with, all of this foolishness that I'm dealing with up there, and along come this cell partner, man. Man, where they get him from? Where they get him from? Yeah, this dude, man, he came in there. He came from the feds, right? So we on lock, and I'm in the cell. I'm in the first cell, too. The cell right by the control booth. On the bottom floor, right by the control booth. Everything is right there. My cell here, control booth right there. The rest of the cells go all the way around. So I had ended up being in the cell by myself, because I had a crazy old cellie too, man. Had been locked up longer than me. But he had already lost, you know what I'm saying? He had already lost that battle with his mental health, right? So he snap out every minute, go crazy. And he actually went over there to go to parole one day. He went to go for his parole hearing, and ain't never come back. I know it ain't funny, but he ain't never come back. He went over there, and he cussed the people out, man. He screamed on them, tried to jump across the table and at the man or whatever, you know. So you already know what they did to him, you know what I'm saying? They brutalized him and chained him on up and took him on to the hole and gave him all these other charges and whatnot. So I never even seen him no more. So they came and picked up his property, got his property out to sell stuff. So I'm riding solo, man. I'm feeling good. I'm all right. I'm up in that zone for about a good, man, almost maybe, I don't know, maybe a month and a half, 2 months by myself, which is unheard of, but it's also pure joy just to be alone, to be in your solitude, to be, you know, you ain't got to worry about nobody bumping into nobody, moving around nobody, or nobody in your way, or just that solitude you needed sometime, especially when you've been locked up as long as I had. You needed it sometime, you know, so it was just a great thing. Now, the crazy part about it is I had moved in the cell with him. So when I had moved in the cell with him, he was on the bottom bunk, so I had to go on the top bunk. But now that he was gone, I just automatically moved to the bottom bunk. There's no way I'm sitting up in an empty cell sleeping on the top bunk when nobody's on the bottom. So I go to the bottom bunk. You're supposed to like fill out some paperwork to try to get on the bottom. So when they put somebody in your cell, then they'll be transferred to the top, not to the bottom, you know, the cell assignment. I had wrote out the paperwork for the move on the bottom, but the officer told me it was cool, go ahead and move on down there anyway. But I still filled out the paperwork, doing my due diligence. But just like I tell y'all, they be unprofessional as I don't know what up there. Evidently, they may not have never gotten it, or they just may not have never processed it, but it won't no thing. I say that because later on in the story, you'll see what I mean by saying that. But anyway, I was on the bottom bunk, so I'm living single. I'm doing all right, man. And then along here he come. like I say, on lock. Now this cat come moving my cell, man. And I done dealt with every type of dude you could possibly deal with during my incarceration. You name them, I done dealt with them. One way or another, the character has come within, cross paths with me. And when he came in there, I knew what type he was off the rip. He was a big old dude. He had some muscle, but he had a little fat on him as well. But he was kind of big, probably about 270, 280. He was a white dude claiming to be acting like, well, in my opinion, the way I call it, when the white dudes act like they black or act like they come from the black culture. He talked like a black dude. He was a Muslim. He said he was a Sunni Muslim. He talked like a black dude. He talked loud. The worst kind of guy for me to be around. He tried to talk like he really trying to project his voice like he speaking with authority. And so his voice is real deep and loud at the same time. He right beside you and he talking like this. Yeah, I just got out the feds, man. So yeah. I mean, who you talking to? I'm right here. I'm like 2 feet away from you, So that was the first thing that struck me off when he came in there. Yeah, I just got out the feds, man. Yeah, they call me Saheed. So, he said his name was Saheed. Later on, like I say, when you come to prison, your name is anything. Whatever you tell people it is, that's what they're gonna call you. Saheed, but his actual real name is Arthur. You know what I'm saying? But i.e. Saheed, with the deep voice. So I'm like, yeah, all right. So he come in, man. Somebody just did 12 years in the feds and telling me all about how the feds is and how they carried in the feds, asking me about what we got going on up here, how these people carrying it. He just finished his time in the feds, then he got time in the state. So he got to do his time in the state, but he just finished off the feds. So he like, yeah, this is really like his first jump coming in the state system. So according to him. So he acting like he don't really know nothing about the state system. All he know about is the feds and how hard the fed go and how he was in the feds getting money and he was doing this and doing that and he gonna miss the feds and he got all of this property, all this rhetoric that I don't even want to hear. This garbage that I done heard 1,000 times from 1,000 other different people. But he in the cell with me, so I'm trying to appease him. I'm listening and everything. So we stuck though because we on lockdown, so we can't go nowhere. I'm stuck. I got to be right here with him and listen to everything he got to say because of the simple fact that we in the cell, we can't get out. So yeah, man. So we sitting around that first night, everything all boring. I'm listening to him, he listening to me. So I'm sitting in there and I started playing Solitude with the cards, right? While I'm listening to him tell me all these war stories. So he started asking about playing cards, man. Let's play some cards, man. I'm like, what you trying to play? So he was like, man, let's play some poker, man. You gamble, you play poker? I said, yeah, I did, but I don't know more. And for real, I'm not trying to play no poker with my cellie, you know what I'm saying? He was like, oh, man, we just came sellers, man. Let's gamble. We just got sellers, let's gamble, man. Come on, man. We just had some fun. I got plenty of property, He's talking all loud again. I'm like, yeah, man, I ain't really trying to do that, right? And, like I say, oh, you scared, man? You don't gamble. Come on, man. You trying to win some money? You like money, don't you? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, I ain't trying to gamble you, man. You might sell it. And I say, you not going to win. I can tell you that right now. So it's futile for us to even gamble, and then we're going to end up in a situation. We're going to end up, falling out before we even got they don't get to know each other. I said, I done seen these scenarios over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, no, it ain't like that. Like I say, man, I'm just trying, man, I'm bored, man. I just got here. We ain't got nothing to do. I just got here. Let's gamble, man. Let's have some fun, man. We just set a limit or something. You lose $100 or you lose $50, man, or I lose $50, $100, man, and that's it, man. Whoever win. So, against my better judgment, that's one thing you learn too, man, in life and in prison, but in life, period. You should always go with your better first instinct, man. For some reason, man, that first instinct is called your first instinct for a reason, And my first instinct was no, and I should not have been swayed from that, And but now I let him talk me, and I'm bored too, truth be told. So yeah, man, we get to gambling, man, playing poker. And as I predicted, I'm beating the dog snuffing out of him. You know, I'm crushing him. He losing after losing after losing. And all right, let me get this. Let me get that more. Let me get, I said, look. So we got to the point now, we said we had a limit, but now we done went past that because he keep losing and he keep trying to get back. And in penitentiary, that's like an unwritten rule, man. When you gamble, man, you give a dude a shot to get back as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? You just don't quit on him. So I was trying not to quit on him, but at the same time, I could see the situation getting out of hand. I could see the situation escalating. No matter how much money you say you got in your property, when they bring your property, I'm not trying to be sitting in the cell, first of all, taking all your money, breaking you, because it's already going to create bad blood, and we got to live in here together, at least for the meantime. So that's why I wasn't trying to get into doing all of that. But you couldn't tell him that. He wanted to, and then look at you, you know. He done went from losing $50 to $100 to $150, $200. I got him up to like $300, and he's still trying to play. So I tell him then, man, I just ceased the whole situation. I say, look, bro, you down $300, man. Let's just leave it at that. I'm really not trying to play no more. I'm tired, man. I'm gonna go ahead and give me some rest. I say, look, you owe me $300, my dude. Since you in the cell with me, you know, just go ahead and give me 50. And we cool, you know. I'm not gonna let him give me nothing. He gonna give me something for my effort, my time, my energy. You know what I'm saying? So my skills. So I told him give me $50 out of $300. Oh man, you trying to quit, man? Come on, man. Come on, man. I don't know how y'all do it in the state, man. We don't do that in the feds, man. You know. So voice already loud. So when you talking like that, and then you acting like your body language, I'm not really feeling it. So now it don't really take much to get me kind of like in a twisted state of mind. So I'm trying to tell him, look, bro, I'm giving you a good deal, man. Let's just leave it at that, man. You not gonna win. Obviously, you not gonna win. We've been playing for some hours and you ain't won nothing. You know, let's leave it at that, man. You know, that's a good deal for you. If you got all this money, you say you got, oh, I got the money. Yeah, I swear, if you got all the money, then go ahead and keep you $250 and you just give me 50, man. You know, and we just leave it at that. That's a good thing. Yeah, all right, man. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. But I know now already. I know how you are. I said, now how am I? Tell me then. You tell me. No, I'm just saying, I know how you are. I know your kind. You know, you won. You know, that's you. That's a good deal. That's a good deal. Right there. See what I'm saying? First impressions is everything. It's everything. From that point on, I knew that we was never going to be, you know, locked in. We was never going to be okay. We was never going to get along because we just two different type of people. You see what I'm saying? And it really wasn't about the $50 for me because he could have kept that. But I had to get that just to let him know I didn't even want to give him the impression that he think that this is something sweet or I'm some type of sucker. That I'm going to sit here and gamble with you and you can sit there and bet all this money and then you don't never have to produce this money. So it's just about the principle of the situation. But I felt like I was doing him a solid. I was doing him a great deal by giving him what I was giving him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, he you know, like I say, looking back on the story and looking at the situations, I gave this dude more breaks than I normally give people, but it's because of the circumstances. I'm in a place, man, that I'm desperately trying to get up off of. Desperately. So I can't get in no trouble. I can't get in no mishaps. I can't get no charges. I've been charge free. I'm trying to zoom up off of here, get back down to flatland, get back down to where, you know, I'm still going to be dealing with the penitentiary, but I'm going to be dealing with the penitentiary on a whole different level, whole different playing field where I'm known, they know me, administration know me. Up here, these people up here playing by whole different rules, man. They killing people and getting away with it. I mean, literally. You know, they done had murders on this institution by officers and stuff that's been unsolved. People ain't even got fired behind it. So this just ain't no place you want to be. Period. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get from up here. So, man, like I say with that, you have to bite your tongue a lot. You have to eat a lot of things that you're not used to. And, man, this cat was, man, he was, whoo, boy, he turned out to be one in a million, man. And like I say, as time went on, I seen how he operated. I seen how he moved. And I ain't even like him, man. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I ain't like nothing about him. From the way he talked, how loud his voice was, And then he was one of them dudes that always try to act like he was more than what he was. And I'm in the cell with you, so I know what you are. Because I see you on a daily day basis. I see the persona that you put on when you walk out of the cell versus how you are in the cell as well. So I know who you are, but I don't say nothing because it's not my business. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's right around me so I can see it. He goes out there, man, in the pod, man. He faking with everybody, acting like he, do this, do that. He did this, did that in the feds. He was running things, and, he get all this money and, all of this fakeness, man. And then he around the Muslim brothers, and he acting like he really making salat, like he really praying, 4, 5, 6 times a day. When I'm in the cell with you, and you definitely not doing that. You giving out all of these, false beliefs of what you are and who you are, but I'm sitting right up under you, and you acting like that I don't even see it. So, like I say, this was the situation I was in, which was a tough one, man. And then it just got worse, man. It just got worse because he started complaining in the cell. He started whining, making little sly remarks, like, hey, the way we do it in the feds is we clean the zinc at this time, and then we put these things right here. Bro, I don't care what you did in the feds, man. I don't care what you did. I ain't never been in the feds, man. No, I'm just saying, though, the way y'all do things down here is, the feds is, that's a more advanced system. We do, I said, man, I ain't trying to hear all that foolishness, man. All right, man, yeah, you been locked up all this time, you got your own ways, y'all don't want to, y'all old heads, y'all don't want to hurt nothing. I'm like, okay, bro, all right. So, he started really testing his verbal limitations, seeing what he could say to me, seeing how he could get away with things, because that's what dudes would do with you. They want to know. But by now, he done been around enough, months done passed by. He done talked to people. He know who I am. He knows because, the population know. So he done heard who he in there with. So he know what I'm capable of. But at the same time, he's one of them dudes that thinks that he can outthink you or outsmart you. And he's smarter than everybody else. He's one of those guys. I'm smarter than him. So he's playing it in his mind too. Oh yeah, he trying to make parole. He ain't, whatever he used to do, he ain't trying to get in no trouble. He ain't looking for no smoke. That's how he feel. That's how most people feel. Just trying to think for their self and you, And truth be told, he halfway right. I am trying to get up out there. I am trying to make parole. And I ain't looking for no smoke. But I ain't running from none neither. I ain't running from none neither. So that's where they mess up at. And that's when they start testing their limits. That's when they start getting out of bounds. That's when they start getting themselves in the danger zone. And he right there in close proximity to me. So that ain't even a good thing to be doing, bro. And man, it just starting to get from complaining and whining every day to every now and then, like I say, he got a loud voice anyway. He'll talk loud and like complaints. He was like, man, you take up the whole table. I mean, where I'm gonna put my stuff at? I mean, you got the bottom, but I'm like, man, when you came in here, I asked you, is this enough room for you? You said yeah. I said, are you sure? Because I can put my stuff here. You said yeah. So what is you talking about now? You know what I'm saying? What is the situation there? I'm just saying, I got more stuff, and okay, but the way you saying it is you saying it and you complaining and whining, acting like you got a problem with the way I'm living. I was in here before you got in here. I'm gonna live the way I live. If you either gonna accept it or you not. If you don't like it, tell the people to move you somewhere else, bro. That's all you gotta do. But don't come in here every day whining to me or bringing me all your problems. Don't make your problems my problems, bro. I'm doing my time. I'm trying to get by. I'm trying to get up off here. I ain't trying to go through no whole lot of foolishness. Obviously, me and you, we don't click like that. You know why, and I know why. So let's just leave it at that, man. You do you, and I'm going to do me. But we're going to be cordial while we in the cell. and we gonna be, respectful. That's a must, Yeah, okay, man. Yeah, I'm just saying, Bank. I do things a certain way too. I say, and that's cool. That's understandable. But whatever you do, you're not gonna make me stop doing what I'm doing. Period. So little things like that, where I just had to, verbally just let him know that it ain't that type of party, man. It really ain't. And those little things like that, you can see they just a ticking time bomb where something is, gonna go on. And I can see it, man, but I'm trying to fight time. I'm trying to get past all of that, And man, they come around with the jump putting names on the door now. This was benefit for the nurses. When the nurses coming around and we lock down something, the nurses can walk around and pass out medicine by looking at the door and seeing who name on the door. Now, they putting your name on the door and your number, which was crazy, especially for these snitch dudes in here. Now they know your name and your number. They can write little snitch notes on you and everything, which was just crazy to me. But we in a place where you can't argue with these people. So they come around putting little names and numbers on the door, and they put your bunk assignment. Top bunk, bottom bunk. They put your assignment on there. So when they come around doing this one day, I'm out in the park, right? Talking to one of my little homies or whatever. So when come lockup time and I come in the cell, when I come in the cell, this chump, man. See, you when you in prison, you got to be in tune, man. You got to be in tune with your environment. You got to be in tune with everything around you, all your surroundings. You got to be, like an eagle, man. You got to notice little things. The slightest thing that's off could be a sign that it's something, that can cause you danger, or something that's getting ready to pop off, or something that you need to be aware of. Slightest little things. So my mind, after I've been locked up so long, my mind is so in tune with even things around me that may go unnoticed by most people, but not by me, because of, my experience in just being around certain situations. So when I walk in the cell, he's standing up at the zinc like he wash rag and stuff. But what I noticed is he had his shoes on, and he had them tied up. And he a big old Bamma, and he don't even use to tie his shoes up. So he had his shoes tied up, and he's standing at the zinc acting like he washing a wash rag. So when I walk in, that's the first thing I notice, right? So he stands up there when I goes over and sit down or whatever, but I got my eye on him, and he just doing the same motion like he doing what he's doing. And when the doors close and the people finish and they blow the whistle, holler count time, whatever. And I'm still, like, what this guy got his shoes on for? That's the thing that's on my mind. I don't actually say it out loud, but it's registered in my mind. So when the people come around and finish and walk by count, they walk by our cell first because we got the first cell. And they walk by count. He said, he turned around and he said, hey, yo, man, you see I'm almost 300 pounds, man, and I've been jumping up and down on that bunk, man, for months, man, climbing up there, getting down, man, with, my size and everything, and you sitting down here on the bottom bunk, moving freely whenever you want to, when I look at the door today, and they say I'm supposed to be on the bottom bunk, man. So all this time, I supposed to be on the bottom bunk, you supposed to be on the top, but you don't never say nothing, man. He said, man, I got to hit that bottom bunk, man. Yeah, you got to hit this bottom bunk, right? So I'm looking at him, and then in my mind, I'm thinking about you got these shoes on. Now you telling me what you got to have. So what's on your mind? What you got? You got something in here, you got a weapon, you got something on your mind, you trying to get off. So immediately, I get in a fit of rage. I'm in a fit of rage now because I think you plotting on me and I don't know what you got going on, but all I know is it just got serious up in this joint.
The banking special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.